What is up, guys? So today we're doing a quick review on two lights. The Elekin multi-purpose flashlight, it's a keychain flashlight, and the Olight i1R EOS. And these two lights are phenomenal for the price, but which one should you get? The budget one, or spend a little bit more and get something that is substantially better? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into this review and see which one you should buy. Okay, first things first, let's get rid of these and see what we get in the boxes. Okay, so we'll start with the Elekin. So this is a $10 flashlight, and what you get is a tin can box, which is pretty nice. You open it, there's some padding there. You open up the box. Inside the box you get the instructions on how to use it. You get these two O-rings to make it waterproof or weather resistant, and of course you get the flashlight with this keychain and the clip itself. So let's go over this light before we compare the two, and I'll go over the other one as well, and then we'll compare it. So as you could tell, that this tin can's pretty nice, and you could use it for other purposes. It has the detents and stuff in it. It did come with a dent already in it, but for $10 can't complain, especially if it's coming in with a tin can. Okay, so the flashlight itself does come with this swivel here, and then two rings for your keychain. So it's pretty nice. The only downfall to this keychain is this ring right here is very hard to put on, but then again that keeps it from coming off. And this is a flat style key ring. So if you look close, it's a flat style, so it has no curvature to it as far as the diameter is concerned, and I like that a lot better, only because it gives it a nicer look. It doesn't look cheap. The swivel is great. It comes with the pocket clip. It has your branding on there, and if we open it up, you have an area for the O-ring right there. So that's where your O-ring goes, and then you have a AAA battery. So one AAA, according to Amazon's posting, will put out 90 lumens of power, of light power. You do have some serrations here for grip. It's not really aggressive, but it does the trick. And basically you screw this all the way on, and when it touches, that's when you get your light output. So it gives you some flood in this area and a hot spot, and that's really good when you're scoping out stuff. So instead of moving your hot spot from here to here back and forth, it gives you this flood beam, so you have less movement of the light, but you could also still pinpoint something. Okay, so it does give out a bluish, well, it's not really blue, but it's leaning towards the bluer end of the Kelvin. It looks more blue on camera than in real life, so that's one thing to consider. But it leans more towards the blue end of it, but it is a white light, so don't be discouraged by the blue hue. And then we have right here, we have the Olight i1R EOS. This is an amazing keychain light. This light comes in at $20, and what you get with it is you get the USB, the micro USB, regular standard stuff, and you also get your instructions. I mean, there's not much to these lights. It came with a little adapter here to cover the end, so that way it wouldn't turn on in shipping. It does not come with the tin can case. It just comes with this the box is really nice. It's like a texture, so you could tell that they have good quality boxes. It's not like a cheap regular box. It does have like some fiber in it. It's almost like a textured fiber. It's not like you're gonna reuse this box anyway, but you could tell that they put quality, they use quality components when doing their stuff. So I don't know if that's going to focus, but basically what this back says is high is 130 lumens. So this has two modes. On high it's 130 at 54 meters for 20 minutes on one charge of the light. On low it's 5 lumens, 13 meters, and it'll have a runtime of 7 hours. So it has an impact drop of 1.5 meters, and it has IPX rating of 8. It weighs 12 grams or 0.42 ounces. If that means anything to you, it doesn't to me, so it doesn't really matter. And the size is 1.61 inches in length, and it is a diameter of 0.55, so a little over ½ inch. Okay, so that's what you get. Now, going into the light, this light is really tiny, you know, especially compared to this one. This is like your typical keychain light size, and for the price, this one does put out a lot of light, and it's a one AA battery or AAA battery, my bad. So this light here just came with this little ring here that clips on your keychain, which is okay with me. It has a flat, just like this other one. They both run a flat ring. And the way this one works is when you open it up, you have this O-ring seal. So look right there, it's an O-ring seal. This does not have a battery that you take out. Instead, you have a rechargeable battery. So that's what that cord plugs into, the micro USB. So you basically take off this cap, plug it in, start charging. Okay, so to turn it on, of course you screw it all the way in. Once it's in, you're greeted with the low lumen output right there, and it just gives you a solid hot spot. There's no flooding on the outside. It's really concentrated. You can see it. And then of course you have your high beam. It allows some spillage out here, not too much, as opposed to this one. So it's a more concentrated hot spot, but it's a lot brighter. And I'll compare that with the other light right now, so that way you can see the difference. You do have some branding in the back, or you have branding on the side, and then how to operate the light on the back, so it tells you how to turn it. One thing you gotta worry about is when you loosen this up to turn off the light, you gotta make sure you don't push on it, because as you can see, the light goes on, so you gotta back it out a little bit more, so when you push on it, it doesn't make contact. Not a big deal, but that's something to consider. I was looking into the Streamlight, the one about this size. It's about $10, but those ones take those little aspirin batteries, and the aspirin batteries are actually, if you replace the batteries, you might as well just buy a new light, because it's about the same price. And that one only puts out 3 lumens, so it's a waste of money. So I did my research, and these are the two I got. The reason why I got this one retails for $20. The reason why I did get this one was because it was in a special, and I got it for $10. So can't complain, and I love this light. This is on my everyday carry, so definitely a plus. So let's compare the two lights, okay? So when looking at them side to side, as you can see, the Olight on the right and the Elekin on the left. The Elekin has more spillage It has a more whiter light. It's almost leaning towards the blue hue. And the Olight on the right has a bigger hotspot, almost no spillage, and it's leaning towards the warmer side of the Kelvin chart. So as far as brightness is concerned, the Olight is brighter than the Elekin, and it's mainly because the concentration of the hotspot, I believe, is a lot more pronounced than the Elekin. So I don't know the longevity of the Elekin, but I do know the Olight has a good lifespan. So it's a more of a quality light. They do more checking and quality assurance, more quality control on the parts, and for the form factor, it's a lot smaller and it puts out more light. As far as the budget, if they were both $10, I would still go with Olight. If it's $20 versus $10, if you could afford the $20, I would go with the Olight. If not, Elekin is a good alternative. This one's actually closer to the $7 range. The Olight in this size is $10. But since I already have an Olight, that's why I went with this one. So on Amazon right now, it's like $6.99, $7, something like that. So definitely check this one out, or check out the Olight in this size. So between them both, you know, it all comes down to what you could afford and the type of lighting that you need. Either you need more of a flood, then definitely go with the Elekin. If you need more concentrated beam, go with the Olight. If you're looking for form factor, go with the Olight because it's tinier. If you have bigger hands and stuff like the Olight, the size of the Olight is too small for your hands, definitely go with the Elekin. But also consider the Olight in this size as well for $10. You know, half the price of this one, and it puts out, I think, about 90 lumens or 100 lumens, somewhere around there. I think it's more on the 90 lumen side, so it's going to lean more towards this one. But yeah, for the same price, or a couple dollars more than this one, go with the Olight, just to have that reassurance that your light is always going to function. But from what I could tell, the build quality on this one is awesome. It does get a little warm, both of them do, but if you look closely at the build, like, all this is really nice, nicely made. And then also where it comes off of the keychain side of it, it has some girth to it, so don't worry about it breaking off. So as you can see, and the Olight as well, it gets a little warm, but as you can see on the back side of it, it does have a pretty substantial piece that, you know, connects to the flashlight itself. So that's going to conclude today's quick review of the two lights. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. If it helps you decide which one to go with, either one, you're still good. Definitely check out the Olight in this size. For a few more dollars, this one is $6.99, like I said, on Amazon. Other places it might be closer to $10. So yeah, hit that thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to see more content and other content I'll be posting, definitely consider subscribing. Until next time, see you in the next one.